Exclusive, Alberta MP resigns, paving the way for Poilievre's by-election run. When is it? In a significant political maneuver that could reshape the Conservative Party's strategy and presence in Ottawa, Alberta MP Damien Kurek has officially declared his resignation from the securely conservative riding of Battle River, Crowfoot. This decision is strategically timed to pave the way for Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre to contest a by-election, allowing him to re-enter the House of Commons following his surprising defeat in the Carleton riding during the recent federal election. Battle River, Crowfoot, located in rural Alberta, is one of the most robust Conservative strongholds in Canada. Kurek's recent electoral triumph, where he received over 80% of the vote, underscores the riding's unwavering support for Conservative candidates. For Poilievre, this situation creates a guaranteed pathway back to Parliament, facilitating his role as leader of the official opposition as he prepares to challenge the newly appointed Prime Minister Mark Carney and his Liberal government. Poilievre's unexpected loss in Carleton was among the most shocking outcomes of the last election, temporarily sidelining him from the Commons at a critical juncture for the Conservative Party. His potential re-entry through a safe Alberta seat is viewed by party insiders as a necessary step to reset the Conservative strategy and re-energize their base after a campaign that, despite being well-funded and highly visible, struggled to resonate in key battlegrounds across the country. The urgency surrounding Poilievre's return is palpable among grassroots supporters and party officials. They view it not merely as a leadership issue within Parliament, but as essential for stabilizing a caucus still reeling from the recent electoral defeats. Kurek's resignation is being interpreted as both a selfless act and a vital decision that prioritizes national party strategy over personal ambition. In response to Kurek's announcement, Prime Minister Mark Carney swiftly pledged that the government would not obstruct the by-election process. "No games will be played," he stated during a recent press conference, emphasizing that the writ for the by-election would be issued promptly. Under federal law, a by-election can be called as soon as 11 days after an MP's resignation and must occur within 180 days. Most analysts anticipate that the vote will take place by early to mid-July, a timeline that adds a sense of urgency to the political landscape. Carney's quick response is interpreted as a strategic move to dispel any notions of political hesitation or fear of facing Poilievre in the Commons. Having succeeded Justin Trudeau earlier this year, Carney is still in the early stages of defining his leadership style and solidifying his authority within the Liberal Party and across the nation. The upcoming throne speech, scheduled for May 27th and to be delivered by King Charles III, will serve as Carney's first major opportunity to outline his vision for the country. While the speech is largely ceremonial, it will set the tone for the parliamentary agenda and influence the national mood as summer approaches, marking a critical juncture for Carney's leadership. Internally, Poilievre's anticipated return signifies more than just a by-election win. It represents a crucial opportunity for the Conservative Party to regain momentum and address the strategic weaknesses that were exposed during the previous campaign. Criticism has emerged regarding poor coordination in swing ridings, ineffective ground games in urban areas, and overly centralized messaging strategies that failed to connect with voters. There is also increasing pressure from provincial allies. Ontario Premier Doug Ford and Nova Scotia Premier Tim Houston have called for greater unity between federal and provincial Conservatives. While some federal strategists express hesitance about merging distinct party brands, there is a growing acknowledgement that internal divisions and ideological disputes must be resolved to present a credible national alternative to the Liberals. The prospect of Poilievre's return could serve as a unifying rallying point, not just for his caucus, but for the broader Conservative movement. His leadership style, characterized by combative populism and a focus on government accountability, resonates particularly well in Western Canada and among working and middle-class voters who feel overlooked by the political elite in Ottawa. As Parliament is set to reconvene in early June, Carney will face significant pressure to deliver tangible results and effectively control the narrative, especially with Poilievre poised to re-enter the fray ready to challenge him directly. This dynamic could lead to a heightened level of political engagement and scrutiny, with both leaders seeking to solidify their positions ahead of the critical summer months. Although the Battle River, Crowfoot by-election appears to be a foregone conclusion in electoral terms. Poilievre is expected to win. The symbolic weight of this election is substantial. It is not merely about the mechanics of winning. It represents Poilievre's resurgence from electoral defeat, positioning him to confront a newly installed Liberal Prime Minister and to reclaim his role as a leading voice in Canadian politics. The contrast between the two leaders is striking. Carney, who has risen to power through elite consensus and a technocratic approach, faces the challenge of connecting with everyday Canadians, particularly those outside urban centers grappling with issues like inflation, high housing costs, and a sense of national stagnation. In contrast, Poilievre's populist appeal and focus on common-sense governance resonate with those who feel marginalized by the establishment. As the summer approaches, the Canadian political landscape is set for what could be a more confrontational phase. The dynamics between style and substance will be critical as both leaders strive to demonstrate their capability to deliver on promises. For Carney, the challenge lies in maintaining control and authority. For Poilievre, it represents an opportunity for redemption and re-establishing his leadership. The upcoming months could herald a significant transformation in Canadian political discourse, where both the substance of issues and the styles of leadership will be put to the test. As Poilievre prepares to re-enter the House, the dynamics of the Conservative Party and its approach to governance may shift dramatically, reflecting the desires and frustrations of their constituents. In conclusion, the stage is set for a renewed political battle in Canada, one that could redefine the future of the Conservative Party and significantly impact the broader political landscape. As all eyes focus on the timeline for the by-election writ and the subsequent political maneuvers, the implications of Kurek's resignation and Poilievre's anticipated return are sure to resonate throughout the summer and beyond. With political engagement at the forefront and public sentiment shifting, the narrative of Canadian politics is poised for evolution. Both leaders must navigate the complexities of governance and public expectation, ultimately shaping the direction of the nation as they confront one another in the Commons.